bitch, I got the juice and power. Juice and power. Juice and power. I got the juice and power. Juice and power. Juice and power. He's a glory hunter. Mad at me. I think I know.
Hey guys, it's Tali and I'm back with my makeup diary, and I'm here to film for you guys this really pretty, beautiful, glittery bombshell prom look that I have come up with. I thought it would be really cool to use like the warmer, pinkier, reddy tones because these are really popping right now, and obviously no prom look is complete without glitter, of course. I want you guys to forgive me because I have been ill the past week and I still haven't fully recovered. That's why I sound like I got rats stuck up my nostrils. I sound like I am beefing with my throat. It's all very mad, but I want you guys to just bear with me. Yeah, we're gonna get straight into this prom look. So if you want to see how I got this beat ass face, honey, with you know around here, squad, you man know, innit? You man know that when Tali comes and she makes entries into her diary, the highlight is always obnoxious. I'm gonna steal your dad with the highlight. He's just gonna be blinded. I'm gonna blind him. I'm gonna stop rambling now and we're gonna get straight into this video. Okay, so I've just started doing a one brow. I wasn't gonna show you guys how I'm doing this, but I thought you might want to see. I'm taking my Makeup Revolution Aqua brow on the outer corner of my brow to really define it and give it a sharp shape. Okay, yeah, so then I just used the MUA Powerbrow to fill in the front of my brows. I just really like the look this gives me. It just gives me like a really natural looking, defined, on fleek brow. Oh, I didn't mention this. So I went in and I prepped my skin with my Oriflamme Time Reversing Skin Genist Day and Night Essence. And then I went in to moisturize with my Simple Kind of Skin Hydrating Light moisturizer. I really like the light one for this time of the year as it's kind of getting warmer. My skin isn't so dry, so I can get away with using this one. Now, if you guys watch me, you'll know that I usually do my eye makeup first. So that's how we're gonna do it today. I'm gonna go through my normal priming steps for my eyes. If you want to see how I've done that, go and check out another video. I don't want to bore you guys with like loads of intense details. You just need an eyeshadow primer and an eyeshadow base, and that's what I'm gonna do. Then I'm gonna set it with my MUA Ultra Fine Loose Setting Powder. Okay, so I'm gonna start off now with my eyeshadow, and my first eyeshadow that I'm going to go in with is from one of my favourite eyeshadow quads, and this is the Manhattan Only Baby Button palette. So I'm going to take this orange shade because that's like one of my favourite colours. I'm going to take it on a MAC 224 brush. Now, you do not need a plethora of expensive brushes, but if you are going to buy any brush from MAC, buy the 224 or the 217. This brush is bae, like bae. I'm not even playing with you guys. Okay, so I'm going to take this red shade from my Morphe 350M palette. One thing about this shade is you just don't really seem to get much pigment from it.
You carry, girl, you blessed, though. So come, let's go. You don't move your back and make her feel so, yeah. So turn your back, head down, girl, I give it to you like that. I know you loving my style. Oh, back, girl, I'm gonna make you say wow. Oh, yeah, want me, but sugar too. This one, yeah, she be gone, too. Oh, yeah, come here, Julie. Sissy, Julie, it's just truly, yeah. Baby, waste no time. African queen, beautiful sunshine. Give you so hard, you go ring my line. Fly away, give you from 9 to 9. Undress for me. No, say I really like God. God, no, for me. I got what you really need, God. See, so come and get freaky with a D, God. You know that I got what you need, God. Undress for me. You know, say I really like God. See, well, let me see you, let me me see you take it all off. Take it off. Oh, let me see you take it all off. Take it off.
Do you know what? I really am disappointed with this palette, and I'm not going to put it in my flops just because I use it too much to call it a flop. Or maybe it's because this is the only palette I have that has these shades in it. Like, I don't have a palette that has these lovely orange red tones in them. Only thing about this palette is so many of these colors show up the exact same on my skin tone, and it's so disappointing really, because this Morphe is hyped so much, and I was expecting the world from this palette. Like, so many people love it, and I don't know whether it's because I got just the matte shades. I don't know whether the shimmer shades are better. I don't even know if I'm gonna ever buy another Morphe palette again to try. Like, you know when something doesn't work, you want to make it work. So I want to try the palette that has the shimmers in it to see if the shimmers are really that good. But then I'm just so disappointed. Like, I had so high hopes for this palette. I was so gassed to receive it. It took forever and a day to come. And now it's like bleh. Like, what I do like is the orange shade. I did a really, really nice look on Instagram with the orange shade, and it showed up really, really pigmented, but it just seems to be like these brownie shades. They just look exactly the same on my skin tone. There's not much differentiation between some of these dark shades, so yeah, I'm disappointed in that palette. I was gonna take this gold color, but I just swatched this bronzy brown color, and I think I like it more. This is the No. 7 Ultimate Eyeshadow palette. So yeah, I'm just gonna take this bronzy shade here. I'm gonna take it on a flat brush. I'm gonna spray some spray on it as well, just to intensify the pigment. I'm gonna put a glitter on top of this because obviously who does not wear glitter on prom? And the glitter that I really wanted to use was the Wet n Wild Colour Icon glitter in Bleached. Now, I wore this to Carnival and I decided I wanted to put this all over my body. And the sad thing about these glitters is that, let me just focus this for you, is that the glitter is literally only on the top layer. Underneath, it's just like Vaseline. So like, you can see where I dug it out. I don't know why I just did that. Did I just dig it again? You can see where I dug it out just there to see if there was glitter underneath. And I literally had to like rub it into my skin, and that's what I got. Now that is not what I want on my eye. I want fully fledged, you know, like glitter payoff. And that's not what I got. So I had to go to another one, and I decided to use their one in Brass, and that's because I've only used this like once or twice. So there's still like loads of glitter left on the top of there. It's such a shame that they formulated these like this. Like, I spoke about it in my Orlando haul. Literally, once you pass that first barrier, it's done for. It's not even worth keeping, unfortunately, which is such a shame. So to stick on my glitter, I'm going to use my Lash Duo adhesive, and I have ordered the NYX glitter primer. I can't wait for that to get here so I can see what is the hype with that. I really can't wait. And then maybe my eyelash glue will last longer.
My people go snare in Italian. Step in the club in Palladium. We struggle, we hustle. Our trophies be golden medallions. Man, I just step out the Uber. Pop on my way like a shooter. I'm feeling a zooter. It gon' pin me like.
So we're going to dive in with our face and then we'll go back to our eyes. So I'm going to start off by colour correcting, and I'm going to use my LA Girl Orange Colour Corrector to do this. And this just allows me to not put so much foundation around my mouth area. Otherwise I have to cake it on. And I just put some in here, in the crevices on my nose. This is going to counteract any darkness that I have in these areas. So obviously wherever you feel like you have some darkness or some hyperpigmentation, just slap on some orange toned corrector. Obviously, how deep the orange shade is will be determined by how deep your skin complexion is. If you're of a deeper skin tone, this LA Girl one is amazing. But if not, then you just have to go for one that's a little bit peachier. So I'm going to blend this in with my e.l.f. concealer brush. So I'm going to use my favourite foundation right now, which is, I've told you guys before, which is my Covergirl Outlast Stay Foundation.
Every other day now I just demand in my business. Every other day now palabra. The old school niggas say cards you need to rap more. They have a point cause all these dickers speak the rap laws. Whole 60 full of lies while you rap.
Okay, I'm trying to multitask, so I completely forgot to do under my brow. So I'm going to pop a little bit of that in while I'm concealing. I'm just literally going to go in with the tiniest bit. My brows are quite clean already, so...
No, my mama stressing. Most of my brothers bad, his feds kicking every second. Free why one feet brushes, still got him in the tent. Free see me free bands, cutting short, our brothers blessed. When you see me left a big stop.
Okay, so I'm going to take the LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Toffee. And I'm going to put a lot of this on because you're going to be getting pictures and stuff taken. It's prom, you want to look flawless. I don't think there's anything wrong with, for this day, especially if you don't really wear makeup, there's nothing wrong with looking incredibly flawless on prom. This may be the first time that a lot of people see you in makeup, and because I know for a lot of my clients it's like the first time they've ever worn makeup. Don't be scared to look flawless, but then obviously do what makes you feel comfortable. That's the most important thing, because you want to be comfortable on your like special day.
I'm just a young boy from the ghetto. I don't know about you, but I'm tryna get though. Shawty said she wanna get low. She told me that I'm special. Cruddy like crud. I said I'm cruddy like crud. The boy over there, they ain't poppin' like us. NSG, TPE, they ain't got it like us. I they're just talking. I energy with rapping. No long talking. Too much is I really
So now I'm going to go in and I'm going to cream contour. So I'm going to take my usual product that I use to cream contour, and that is the Matte HD Foundation by Ben Nye in the colour Coco Souffle. Now, because I don't really want like a really defined look, I want my contour to be more structured because it's prom, but I don't want it to be like pow pow. So I'm going to take a duo fibre brush. Like, this has got loads of hairs that are different sizes. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to dab it in like this. And I'm kind of pinching the brush to make it like a nice contour shape. And I'm just going to apply. Can you see how I got that contour but it's not scary, you know? And this is your first time working with things like this. First of all, you don't want to do it on the day of your prom because that will be a disaster. Trust me, you'll mess up the first time. And that's okay. Mistakes are there to be made so you can learn from them, but you just don't want that mistake to be on the day of your prom. Yeah, you just want to work slowly, bit by bit. Like I don't understand why people like to put on a ton of contour and then blend it out. Add bit by bit, slowly. Ease your way into it so you can see what you like, so you can see what looks nice. And do you know what? Maybe this is just because of how I've been wearing my makeup lately. I've been preferring a more bronzed look over a really harsh contoured look. Now, if you feel like your forehead needs contouring, you can go ahead and do that. I don't really think I need it, but I will do it because it looks nice. It just brings the whole look together. Now, if you have a problem with your nose, some people have a problem with their nose, some people don't. I don't personally have a problem with my nose, but I'm going to show you how, if you did have a problem with your nose, or you just like to snatch your nose when you're going out, how you could go about contouring. So I'm going to take the same product, and I'm going to take this Primark brush, amazing brush, really nice tapered duo fibre brush, and I'm going to tap it really lightly to pick up a little bit of product on this brush, and I'm just going to use that to kind of snatch my nose. Now, I don't feel like I need to draw lines all the way down the side of my nose. I just like to pinch the top and then pinch the end, because that's how I highlight my nose as well now. Like, everybody has their own way of doing stuff, but I feel like this way works the best for me. You can see already how pinched it looks, and yeah, I just don't think that whole lines down your nose thing looks very natural, especially when you're using really dark contour colours. I feel like it can look a little bit crazy. But this technique also depends on the shape of your nose. It's very detailed. Contouring is not simplistic. It's not a one-size-fits-all sort of deal. So this is what works really well for my shape of nose. If I want to contour it, I just put a little bit on the end, a little bit on the top, and I blend the two together. And I get snatched, honey. For my under eye concealer, decides to become my up and like do me dirty. I'm gonna set it using, inside here I've got some face powder, like my skin tone powder, and my Ben Nye banana powder, and I find that this gives me the most flashback free look. When I mix the two powders together, I get like a, you'll see. It's still really bright and yellow, but it's just a little toned down. Now, if you're not comfortable with baking, you can always skip this step. But I feel like baking is really, really good for prom, because you want to lock that makeup in and you want it to last all night long. If you're going to a prom after party as well, you still want your makeup. You don't want to have to touch up if you don't want to. So you want to lock it all in there. Lock it. And I'm just going to do underneath my contour as well. I'm not going to put any extra powder. I'm just going to use whatever's on there to just bring that in here, and that's just gonna define our contour and make it look snatched later on. I don't feel like it's necessary to sit for hours and hours with this stuff on your face, and I feel like the heavier place it needs to be applied is under your eyes, because you just don't want it to crease and you don't want it to get oily. If you are oily anywhere else, then go ahead and slap this stuff on. Otherwise, I take my damp beauty blender that I use to do my foundation, and I'm just gonna press this on top of the powder. And what it's gonna do is it's gonna lock this powder into my skin. And I'm telling you, this stuff works wonders. You can also apply the powder with this technique as well, but I didn't want to do that today. Now, if there is any excess, but it should all be locked in, you can sweep that off right now, very gently. You don't want to like move your concealer or anything. I'm gonna contour before I set my face, just because I want to show you guys a foolproof way of not messing up your contour, because so many people get contouring wrong and they look crazy, and we're just not going for that. So guys, don't sleep on Primark. Their brushes are lit. This is another Primark brush. It's kind of like a contour blush duo type of situation, and right now I'm just really loving rose gold, so this brush just speaks to me even more. It's angled side to contour, and I'm taking my MUA eyeshadow in the shade Chestnut, and I'm just gonna dab that in there like so, and we're gonna go over where we put our cream contour, where we laid that in, and I'm literally just gonna shade. You can go a little bit ham with this, but don't go too ham. There's no need, because you want to be snatched, but you don't want to look scary. And contouring is contour can make you look gaunt, it can make you look unhealthy, can make you look like you haven't eaten, especially if your face already has structure. If you have a more rounded, chubbier face, cool, go ham, go hard. But if not, then you just want to be a little bit careful, you know. Now we're good to go. So now it's powder time, and we all know how to apply face powder to our face. I'm gonna take my Black Radiance Soft Focus finishing powder, and I like to dab mine. Everybody has their own way of doing this. Just dab it all over my face like so to lock everything in. And I'm also going to use it to blend away this crazy line on the side of my face here. In real life, you can't see it that much, but in the camera, it's like a shoo. It's going to get softened once we bronze, but we're just going to do that now. Cool. So now I finished with the main parts of my face. I'm going to go back and we're going to tackle these eyes. So we're going to do our liquid liner. My favorite one is the Primark liquid liner. Love this stuff. Guys, I forgot to prime again. What's even going on with me? Like, this is what I was supposed to use to prime. You want to know what I was gonna use to prime? It was this. Make sure you prime. Make sure you don't forget to prime. Don't be like me, okay? Remember to prime. Priming is important if you want your makeup to last all day. especially when you're at prom. Alright, so while I'm waiting for my eyeliner to dry, I'm going to use this nude pink liner from Primark to go in my waterline. Now that our liner is dry, I'm going to go in and we're going to do the bottom lower lash line. So we're going to take some of the colours that we used on the top lash line and we're going to smoke them along the bottom. So the first one I'm going to take is this really, really deep dark brown shade here in the corner. We're going to take that and we're going to dot that right up underneath our lashes. Now I'm going to take this red shade that we used earlier on. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bronze. And I'm going to use this, which is my Sleek Luminous Pressed Powder in the shade LP04. I'm going to take my bronzer brush, which I use the Makeup Revolution F104. I used to use this to contour, but this brush is bronzer life, literally. Like, get your bronzer life. And I just love this. Now I'm putting this on my face. Now, a lot of people like blush on prom. I usually put blush on my clients. Obviously, it's up to them. It's up to what you like, innit? So this would be the point where you drag out your favorite blush you've been applying all year that everybody has seen you in, and you put it on top of your bronzer. You just hit those cheekbones. But lately, I haven't really been grabbing blush as much. Like, that's why when I was trying to get together all my like favorites, I was thinking like, what would be my favorite blush this month? And I just don't know, because I just haven't really been gravitating towards blush. I've been bronzing a hell of a lot. So I think a really pretty lash style to wear for prom is the Kalani's, and they look like this. I love them. I'm gonna pop those on for you and I'll be right back. Okay, so this is what Kalani looks like, and I love these lashes. I think they're gorgeous. So basically what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna highlight. So I'm gonna take this shade right here, and this is the Makeup Obsession Highlight in Gold. So this brush, I don't know, I'm still deciding whether this is like a dupe for all those like highlighting brushes. It works pretty well, and it's from Chic Cosmetique, and it says setting brush. Okay, I feel like I have to do a young disclaimer for everybody that may not know me. On my channel, the highlight is always obnoxious. It's not on my face if it's not obnoxious. So we're about to do some double highlighting. I feel like this is the point where you use your discretion again and you highlight the way you like to highlight. Niggas be moving official. I ain't talking referee. Yeah. Let me switch it up. Machiavelli in that pussy when I hit it up. They can try, but they can never get as big as us. Every day I be rolling up them. So for the second highlight, we're gonna go in with the Moisturiser palette, and I'm gonna take Betty Luminizer. Betty is just this beautiful bronze color here. So these colours are like very excuse on my swatching. These two highlights are extremely similar. I would just say that the Makeup Obsession one has a way better formula than the one from this palette. I got this palette from AliExpress, so I think it's like one of those like knockoff fakes. So yeah, that's probably I'm going to go in right now with my mascara just on my lower lash line. Last but certainly not least, and the bit that's really gonna set this look off, I think, in my opinion, is the lip colour. So I'm opting for the Makeup Revolution lip liner in the shade Royal. If you haven't seen my swatches for the Makeup Revolution matte lip kits, I will leave it in a card so you can go and check it out. Or up here. And for my lipstick, I'm gonna take MAC in the shade Heroin, and I pulled this out because I genuinely do not wear this lipstick enough for how excited I was to buy it. I just really don't wear enough. If you are a matte girl and you love a good matte lip, you can leave this lipstick just like this. I'm a gloss girl and I love gloss. I'm gonna pop some of my Makeup Forever my Makeup Forever Plexi Gloss in the shade 500. I just pop that on my Cupid's bow and a bit in the middle of my lips, and I'm literally putting it there because that's where the light is shining and that's where you're going to see the gloss. You don't need to put it everywhere because the texture of this gloss is so thick that it will get everywhere and it will get stuck in your hair and it will frustrate you and irritate you and it will end up all around your mouth. I just recommend that you put a pop on your Cupid's bow and a pop on the middle of your bottom lip. You're ready to go. Set that bad boy. In a second, once my hair is done, guys. So lovelies, that is my finished prom look. So this is one of them. I want you guys to let me know what other kind of prom looks would you like. Would you like an affordable prom look? Because you guys know that I get funky with the affordable looks. You know that I can provide that in abundance. Would you guys like to see another one that's just not, like, the price doesn't really matter? I use like I mix high-end and low-end products. Do you want to see specific colors? You like, let me know in it. Let me know and I'll push these looks out for you guys. I really want you guys to become a little bit more interactive with me and letting me know what you guys want to see on my channel, because I love filming. I don't want to start filming the same kind of looks. I don't want to get into like a rut kind of thing, and I'm not like the hugest trend follower. I am gonna start to do a couple more like trending type videos, but that's not really my thing. I'm more of a creative person, so yeah, I really want you guys to bear with me throughout this video. Last week I was so ill. The last week of April I was so ill, and I'm still recovering. I still have a cough. My nose is still blocked. So if you saw that I had a little bit of bogey, you know, that was trying to come out of my nose, don't judge me, innit? Because I'm still here trying to film for you guys when I'm ill, innit? So this is a no judge zone. This is a no judge kind of area, you get me? Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Don't forget you can stay tuned to see some of my previous uploads, which will be here, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye.